Hey, hey. And we got Dave in here first. Alright. That seems to be working. So, since last week's stream on the Tuesday, this is had a fair bit done to it. We now have the Bessy Beneath petrol station in. Little Google Earth a minute. Gonna need that. Hey, fast farming. So, I'll go down to street view. Pop yourself right there. So I'll try to get it as accurate as I possibly can with my skills. I ain't that good. But so you got the house there. That's the petrol station. Couldn't quite get the shop design right. The shop's actually in that little bit in there, but then you got a mechanics bit there, and I thought that was perfect to put the workshops in. Well, you know, your shop basically. So ain't too bad a difference, I don't think. There you go, Bessy Beneath Agco dealer. There isn't too much detail in here right now. Hey Nathan, we're very good, how are you? So I've got to sort a couple bits out. I don't know whether shadows and G making it look like it's not too good. I think it is a bit wonky. Sort that out at a later date. There you got a nice big area. I've tested this with a combine. It's got 2 rows for ordering stuff. Got a row across the front here and then a row there. Good to hear, Nathan. So, and you can see that road there started going in as well. This bit here, I had a bit of a mare with. There was houses and everything that I had eyed up for this, but it didn't go the way I wanted it to. So, fast forward to a different song. Yeah, it didn't look. Well, I had problems trying to shift it around, and it was just a nightmare in the end. So I settled for one of Oxy's houses, same one that's over at the main farm over there. The thing about that is, I suppose it keeps file size down. So this ain't quite what it looks like in this little bit, but it's a house where there's a house, and you got a garden and all that you could do. You know, bit of role play there as well. But getting this road in was key to start bringing the fields across here, because there's no point in doing these fields when I haven't got the road in to know where the edging is. Map is coming along nicely now. I quite like this bit. Obviously, without finishing that bit, it doesn't look quite the same. But if we, where are we to? So, just giving you an update on the progress I've made. Hey Dan. All the time for loading notifications come up on my other screen. So, all these beautiful signs I've got to make yet. So that's how it looks there. It's in game. So the lay-by may be a little bit bigger than what I want it to be, but stop people moaning when they can't get out of the road of traffic, or, you know, they want to pull in there to open that gate up. So just imagine I've already done the signs back here. So yeah. I'll just try and sort this out on my other computer in a minute. Yeah. Tell you what I forgot to do, I forgot to reset my internet router. That's what I haven't done. And the stream may be a bit up and down. Rain there, not much to do. Hit the gym soon. Right on, yeah, I think I tried raining there just a minute ago, but nothing really came of it. But apart from that, working, mapping, that's about it right now. My new forks from my motocross bike turned up the weekend, so I'll be out in the shed recording a video of me changing all that over this week. Got to re-record a video that I did promise, like near enough 2 weeks now. I had a massive problem with it. Hey, Simulation for the Nation, how are you? And hey, Witchy. Just answering a text there, I'm not ignoring you, that. Pressing matters of the real world. Oh, it's funny, I just got a notification come up for your Simulation for the Nation, for your video. So last week we had these 2 fields in, I believe, already, and we started going that way, so I'll show you over there in a minute. But I put in the house that's here, going down to the pig farm, so the road to the pig farm and holiday cottages is complete now. I've just got to build that, and that field there is near enough in. Obviously I've got to build the yard and then put the hedges around it. And I think I left last week just filling in these grass fields here, so they're all done now. And now you got this ploughed one here, just the tree line out around it. And this is the entrance to what technically will be just a satellite yard for them for this game. But in mind for 19, that's going to be the horse yard, depending what the application of horses is. Hey Eddie, hey Dow, oh, loads of people coming on here. So the problem with this bit was trying to get my head around where we are on the map here now. Yeah, so the real life entrance to this yard is on a road down there. This white line is my map border. That's as far as the map goes that you can build on, so you can't go outside the map to come back in. Well, you probably could, but it wouldn't be very good. So effectively what this dirt lane here is, that cuts across to these fields as entrances. This tiny grass field, I have put an entrance in that comes up to there. You can go across that field like you can in real life, and you can come across here. In this field here I've split into 2 different grass fields now with a barbed wire fence along one side, as you can see there. So you got a gate entrance right there, but this side here you can just go off anywhere you want on the path and do it. I've got to straighten out these DEM bits on the end, and this will be the small yard in 19, the horse yard, depending on what they are to do. Hey, he's not finding the mod. Would you like a spanner, Eddie? There we go. Just wrong rule. No Snapchat talk. So. What shall we do today? I didn't really plan this, have much in plan today. I finished work about an hour ago. Quickly turned on the computer, try getting everything up and running and going. And there goes a noisy car outside. You only know Snapchat. So, what shall we do? So, do we bring in more houses, or...? I'm a bit lost with what I want to actually do today. Because past few days I've been working on this bit of the map, which is a bit naughty of me really, considering I am trying to do this in sections. But I felt that that petrol station and everything was kind of a landmark in the map that needed bringing in. So, I think we'll lay some more edges. I'll get nice and boring for you. ANI, thank you for the like. Let's try this up here. Yeah, I got the joyous of there's a riding stables up in this bit. Now, gonna have to compromise a little bit on this because this is where you're gonna sell your straw to on the map and your hay, your loose grass, all that stuff. But look at that for an entrance in real life. Do I make it tight so you can barely get a bale trailer down there? Or do I make it a little bit wider just to make it easier on you? But as you can see, that's the only way in there. Sir Dingbat. Very good, thank you. Yourself. So this field up here is split into 4 for horses. Now computer version will have animated horses on it. Console version, obviously not. But this is going to be a little bit awkward bit to do right now, I think. God, I'm totally lost what to do. I could just hedge this bit out and get cracking with this field down towards the farm. Maybe start the farm today. Sorry to annoy me, but alright. I think I've messed up with the marking off here somewhere. But if I... So as you can see, the map is coming on. Once you've got the yard done, this bottom corner done, and the pig farm done there, this section will come together quite nicely. Got like a little village, tiny little like hamlet kind of area over there, which will be fun to do. So I got a dirt road to put in up there as well, and there's one there going off to the sheep farm, which is on the edge of the map over there. And my G's gone weird again. So I'll just put that hedge in across there for now. I think I've messed up here somewhere. I feel like I've messed it up. with my marking out here somewhere. So that's that bit for that field. So yeah, that bit is that. Right. Got there in the end. Confused myself completely. Good going way off on holiday. Have a good holiday then, mate. I like to go on holiday. Not quite on the cards right now. So finally, we're underway doing some progress in this stream. I've got a couple time lapses recorded, ready to go up this week as well. So that should be fun. For anybody that wants to watch this map getting built. Wish I kind of recorded putting the petrol station and that in, really. Took a bit of planning though, that one, trying to get everything as close to real life as I probably could. Pull that off the ground now, no. So we'll put that back hedge in. Where's the entrance to this field to? It's down by the farmyard. Kind of where you'd expect it to be, really. Now, one thing I haven't checked actually is, have I got beach sand in this? It says beach sand, but is it sand? It is sand. Yeah, I do. I'll do for the I was in school an hour. Yeah. Yeah, seeing on the stream getting buffer in here. Sure, this hot weather doesn't help with the internet and stuff anyway. If I reset my internet, I probably could put my bitrate up. Probably be able to give you a 1080 stream, but I don't know whether the PC would be up for it. I know the internet would be on a fresh reset, but well, no one's keeping you here. If you find it boring, you know where to go, basically. Nobody's holding a gun to your head, forcing you to watch this. Drifted a bit off there, where I should be. Well, if you're bored, go and do something else. Not really in the mood to put up with that kind of stuff. So if you go and find something you'd rather watch rather than be pestering. Oh yeah, hedge placement. Not exactly the stuff of YouTube dreams this, but once I got this filled in, we'll go and build a yard. Not really paying much attention to what I'm actually doing here. I think I'm gonna have to get a new mouse again at some point, because I think I might have worn my one out with all the mapping. Oh, that's some uphill we got going on here. Oh, Jesus, warm. I've had to shut the window because of the noise going on outside, being half term, all the kids are off out having fun. And they're quite loud around here, so I had to shut the window. Yeah, that's the problem with that sim. I used to find that all the time, like, quick, get it done, get it done. Let's get these hedges in. Put it in game, look at it and think, well, that doesn't look very good. It's a little bit out, but yeah, it will be alright. That is going to be one big grass field. We got a lot of big grass fields around here. Yeah, spy placement for hedges. Yeah, it is. I will give spine placement a damn good go in 19 if once they bring it in. I should imagine they'll bring it. Whoever created it will make it for 19 as well. Just to speed up processes. Particularly like this. Known for days. Oh, there's plenty of grass. I should have made this the cow farm really, because the amount of grass. I'm going off of 2017's stuff from the sky, 2010 for the ground, for the street view. So some stuff on the street view is outdated, but all the fields I'm picking are from last year's crop rotation, because they do that in this area. So these grass fields all across here. You're gonna have fun, Dave, in your little Massey in your roller, rolling all of these fields. Fent 1050 garage. Ooh, well, you gotta. That'll be over here, surely. My middle button's gone funny again. You can keep it in a silage pit, really. Probably the only place big enough. And I still haven't sorted that out. I messed up one of the texture paths, and now what should be invisible is got a texture for another building in it. It's the problem when you get all the textures in one place. And you don't double check every single file name. So that'll probably be your 1050 garage. The big shed in there. My mouse has gone real funny. So this is where I plan starting you off. I plan on starting you off with some cows, a little bit of cow equipment, haven't decided on starter equipment yet, and I'll probably go for a shocker with, I'll give you Massies to start off with. I've had a few Massies in this area, but I think this farm actually used New Hollands, but so what's the ground looking like here? Yeah, not too bad. What can I use for the pigs? Simulator gaming? Oh yeah, there's going to be not a shed full of bales, but there'll be a fair few hay, silage, and our full water trough and feeder you start off with as well. And I'll probably fill the seeders and the fertilisers, well, fertiliser and seeder that I'll give you in the map, filled up as well. It saves you a good 500 quid on a first load of fertiliser. So, so I think this is another cow farm in real life, because you got 1, 2, 3, 4 silage pits. That looks like a manure storage area, and you got the slurry lagoon down here. So I'll probably give the pigs a slurry lagoon down behind the shed, with the entrance into their pig field. This will be their pig field. Put some silage pits down there just due to the amount of grass that's actually in this area. So you've got some silage here, you can transport that. Oh yeah, Massey starter pack. I'll probably give a drop nose Massey for yard work, and maybe a mid-range, 2 mid-range Masseys to start off with for the field work, because there's a big map, so 2 or 3 tractors to start you off with. And I can confirm you will start with a forage harvester again. It seemed to be a massive hit with Dusty Cove, having a forage harvester as a starter bit of equipment, especially since they cost so much and everybody loves using them. Hey Ryan. Drinking that. Right. So this bit down here's got some holiday cottages here and here. Be a nice holiday that on a farm. Hey GD. Busy with silage. Yeah, they've done a lot of hay and haylage around me currently. I think the grass is about ready for second cut already for the silage. Some of the fields around my area are shot up. This like dry weather we've been having with bits of rain and all that has certainly encouraged grass growth, that's for sure. So I don't really know much about this yard. The other yard I've seen in real life, but this yard here, I don't know too much about it. Could have that as an equipment shed, I suppose, couldn't we? Remember to bring the road down around that way. See, the problem is just trying to fit everything in and try and get it as close to how it looks. As with most things, compromises need to take place. So I don't want every yard looking exactly the same, but I will use this shed . I will use this shed as that equipment shed at the back, so the road can come down around behind that. The biggest things I've got to do is try and level out the land for this. Because the land here is massively arced. What is the best way of going around this? So this is where it comes in normally, where my mind is all over the place today. So we'll take a measurement there. And we're already on replace, are we? Due to the lack of information in this yard, I should just roll with it. So that road's meant to come down around into the yard here, so it can come down around the terrain. Right. It's in the dairy farm right now. Trying to keep tidy scenograph in this one. Howdy boo. Charlie. Right. So I'm guessing that you got a road comes down this bit of the yard. I'm not going for complete accuracy here, but it would help a bit. One thing I tend to struggle with is yard ideas and design. Probably my favourite yard I've actually ever done is the main cow farm on Dusty Cove. Never been happy with the Pen Burnham one I've done. I can't really see much of a way around what I've done there. I might tweak it a little bit before I put it back into FS UK. Average timing to make a map? Ooh. God knows. I don't really keep track of hang on a minute. I don't really keep track of my hours that I put on. When I started what map was that? When I started rebuilding Vent and Win for this, I think it's Vent and Win, I did start trying to keep a diary on it. Keep a log of what I was doing each evening, how many hours I'd gone into it. I got got bored of doing it after every time, because I'm literally in GE right up until I head off to bed normally. The last thing I want to do when I'm quitting this is put a load of hedges in. Day 10, more hedges. Alright, what are we going for? A right one. No, we don't want anything that big. Get out of it. Yeah, that's what we want. What we do? Yes, I do. I mean, there's a bit of a shorter curve in there, isn't it? You know what? I'm sure that'll do. this terrain around here. It's not really what I wanted to do there. I'll tidy up most of this after the stream, just because it's an absolute pain to do. And I'll stick in the ground textures afterwards as well. Something ain't quite right with my PC today. Probably do have a restart when I'm finished. And so many days like this, I'd say. No GE for me today. I can't think at all. Especially when it's hot like this. I hate hot weather. It's kind of a pain, especially considering we had such a long winter. That's going to be way too much. Still too much. Nothing worse than when you get to a road and there's all of a sudden a massive bump upwards or downwards. Ooh. That actually looks too much, doesn't it? Tell you what. Let's make sure. We got a gap over there. As long as that doesn't flicker. The thing that happened on Valley View, trying to line up some of them roads going up them hills, was an absolute nightmare. There is one bit, if you tear that road network apart, there is one bit that severely underlaps another bit just to try and sort out some major issues I had with linking roads up. Yeah, that would be alright going off across there. Right, so you got enough room for the shed for that road that comes in across here. I'm going to sort the terrain out there. Replace. So, there will be no stream for me this Thursday again. Don't know if Simulation for the Nation wants to stream again on the Thursday. I know things started going a bit Pete Tunnel last time. But I won't be able to make it this Thursday. And to be honest, I'm not sure how many of the Thursdays that I want to do I'll actually be able to do. It's getting home from work and going straight streaming for me is quite a push. So I may just be Tuesdays only. Which wouldn't really bother me that much, to be honest. I enjoy streaming, I really do, but I want to go giving you scatty content, a bit like I'm doing today. Return from school. Nice Benji. So glad them school days are over. Right. No sheds have got lights or anything like that in them yet. Might do a live stream of putting in that kind of stuff. So we'll put in that one. That's what I was going to look at the other day actually. So it looks like there's a field entrance there. Yeah, so you got the tracks going up to them. I think you got a footpath cutting across this because there was a footpath sign on the main road out there. Might cut across there into that farm. Should do it and take my GoPro and make a little Bessy Beneath real life video. Which, talking of which, go on the Bullet Bill's channel and check out his intro video for Real Life Culver Park Farm. Looks like it's going to be a good series, that, or video, depending on how he goes about it. I don't know how he's going to go about that one, but it looks brilliant. Nice bit of drone footage of the real place. It's kind of mad when you're flying over a place and you can say, oh, I know what's coming up here because you played the map. The map's that accurate. They look like little calf in the calf sheds down there, don't they, in the middle bit? One thing I did wish I had done, which I haven't done, is make room for a milking parlour in the main yard. I haven't done that very good. I might have to redesign the lower part of the cow yard, or maybe turn part of the big cow shed into part dairy. Yeah, is it? Milking parlour, that's the one. Oh dear. The brain and eyes and everything is tired today. So you got a bit of a hedge. No, got a road coming in the back there. Is that flat enough to join into? Not really. I may just use that as a dirt track in across there. So, I'm hoping to make some good progress by the next stream, and give me plenty of time to record some time lapses and stuff like that to post up in the meantime. Normally I like to keep most of my maps, well, apart from a few work in progresses, but I don't like show progress as the map's going on. So this is a different way of doing this for me. Not exactly step by step, because you missed out probably about 20 hours building from the last stream. Is that on that? Yep. I can get rid of that now, I don't need that. See you later, Ryan. Yeah, it is not a bad looking farm. Been watching the stream on my other screen for a bit and just realised it's about 20 minutes behind where I actually am. So I might have to smooth that out. I'm not quite sure you want quite as much. I'll give it some character with different heights. I've kind of enjoyed doing that on this map. There's a serious bump in the ground here. You'd be driving along, pitch, and then bam, you come down into that yard. So for a straight lane, in real life it's got a little bit of a kink to it, but not enough for me to mess around with in GE like that. So this side here is pretty tight up against the road, and the other side's got a massive grass verge on it. So it'd be pretty good for if you're doing silage in and out of this farm. I'll probably let it a bit too close to the road now. But if you're doing multiplayer silage, which I think was going to be pretty good on this map, when it's all built and ready to go, I'd love to get a multiplayer game up one night and test the silage pits out with a massive group silage stream. I'd like to do that. Obviously it will be through the people I at that point anyway, for the people I trust with my testing. Not this again. Oh. I did this the other day. I wonder what the hell was going on. I had on the wrong tool. I quit G and come back in and everything because I thought I had a problem with it. Try not to get too much grass on the road. Trying to get it in the lane without getting it on the road. I know it's something that testers don't really like, but you need these farm lanes and that have grass going right through the middle of them. Yeah, I'll ride up like that if it looked decent, but it doesn't look very good like that. So I think I might have gone a bit too far actually. When was the entrance to that field? Right opposite that one, so I've gone just enough. Oh dear. Keeps buffering, I think. So we shall... There's a few of these up a minute. Yeah, we want one. Animated objects. Gates. Now, which way do we want that to open? I'll open it back left, I think. Make sure it's got everything. I moved one of the gates the other day and I didn't take everything with it. I ended up screwing up a few gates. And 33, so that's got to be 34. Yeah, I think I took the visible part instead of like the whole transform and completely screwed it up. It was not very good at all. Sort out the train a little bit there as well. Didn't see that. I will quickly show you in game what the map's looking like, but my giants at the game, especially on first load, seems to take forever. So we'd spend the rest of the stream there looking at a loading screen. Oh, this mouse is really starting to annoy me. Need a new mouse again. It's been on to my third mouse since I've started mapping. Move out that bit like that. And Ryan's back. I really hate the way terrain forms and the way you can manipulate it in this game. It's too like blocky. There's no like fluid motion to it. I mean, I don't know quite how it's built. I'm guessing it must be poly based, same as any other model. But it is damn annoying. Can't seem to. I never really get a good edge on a road, which I think's, yeah, that's good. It's a nightmare. So just so I remember for the time being, that's going to be a road then. Go in game later and test that gate out, make sure it's not clipping through the ground or anything. Got my own little testing checklist now that I follow, so when the map's near enough complete, I'll go around checking all these different triggers, all these different gates, and make sure that the basics of the map work. Do a quick test of the animals and that, and then I shall about to test it. Talking about testers, I'm still ages to. Yeah. Hey, Lancyboi. I had to sort your Wi-Fi out. Yeah, I should have sorted mine out before I started doing this. So, that is grass, right? Yeah, that's grass, isn't it? I'd say that's grass. A lot of the fields in that, I haven't put the trees on yet. So, that will be something that will take me a few hours to do. How's your map coming on? Lancy, that small one you was doing. I haven't seen anything on that for a little while. Can't remember the name of it. Someone's doing my head in. So I shall be finishing in a minute because I expect Dave's going to be streaming at 5 with his insanity challenge. keeps stopping the stream. Yeah, well, that could be my end. I don't know whether it is or not. I should have reset my router before streaming, really. I'd already started streaming, then I realised what I had done when it started buffering straight away, so it might be my end as well as your end, it could be. So after I finish putting this texture layer in, yeah. Alright, so I shall put the grass in here, but for now I shall say farewell to you all, because well, I think Dave's about to stream, so go over to RAINBOWDAVE and check out his Insanity Challenge stream. He certainly made it tough on himself this time. So thank you for joining me, those that have, and I shall see you next stream, which will probably be next Tuesday. So thank you very much for joining me. Cheers.